Yo, guys, let's fucking go. Shout out everybody in the chat, man. Big Irk Small Talks episode 5 is now underway. Today we are talking about music, man. We talking about music. We talking about the ins and outs of music, how music makes us feel, you know what I'm saying? How music impacts the people around us and the different cultures that we experience and things of that nature. So, while I roll up, because y'all know I'm rolling up. Come on now, guys. I'm gonna ask y'all, what's your favorite genre of music?
Genre?
Yeah, favorite genre of music.
Well, honestly, I don't know what Nothing Nowhere is. Everyone calls them emo rap, but like it's I don't know everything in one. Well, Nothing Nowhere comes from like a long different genres. Like he can rap, but it's like on mm, how to explain like a rock beat, I guess, like an emo beat,
Hmm.
like how Little Peep and stuff, but like not Little Peep wise. Like he does not rap about like drugs and girls and blah blah blah. Like he raps about like life and other stuff. Like he does rap about girls, like or like raps about a girl or about a girl, but um no, Nothing Nowhere is probably um I guess well genre is like emo rap. Ooh. But it's not like they hate it. Like they all hate it because it's like it's not emo rap. But like Joe says the same. Like Nothing Nowhere says the same thing. He's like, I don't know what to fucking say. What my genre is? He's just like it.
Yeah, it's
It's
just
sad and
music.
heavy. Yeah, it's sad and heavy. And if you want it, if you like that, then Nothing Nowhere is your person.
Yeah.
But I like everything too. Like I can go from rap to like EDM, like bass stuff, because
Yeah.
I'm a weirdo with that stuff.
I used to fuck with house music hella.
I'm not even gonna
Yeah,
hate on any of that. I was about to say I love the little EDM and house music.
Yeah.
Really,
yeah,
it's just whatever my mood is. Honestly, I'm
E-
gonna put it on.
Yeah.
yeah, EDM house. I'm really, really into hardstyle. Like, I don't really like. I listen to dubstep, but it's not my thing. Like, I need a hardstyle music. Do 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 do. Like, I like the Dutch industry for that kind of stuff because it's really heavy on that for hardstyle and like Australia is like really big on hardstyle and stuff like that. I don't know. But when it
Word.
comes to like electronic music, there's so much different like genres to that too. So like EDM is like Tiesto, Avicii, like the radio hit stuff like you would hear, but like there's like Little Texas, there's Keizo, there's like other little like other small DJs that don't really get recognized a lot. Like 4B is he's from New Jersey, so there's like Jersey club music. Like he's heavy into that. I don't know. When it comes to like EDM, that's like another genre. But the one thing genre I hate the most is country.
Yes! I knew you were gonna say that. I hate country music, bro. I hate country music
I'm
so
sorry, I feel
bad.
you.
I hate country
I'm
music so
so glad
bad.
we're all on the same topic.
I
But
hate country. I hate country. I can't do it.
fucking hate it.
Won't do it. Don't want to do it. You know, all of the
Eh,
above.
but like I get it because like blues. My dad is a really big rock, like heavy metal, rock, blues, whatever. Grows up on the old school, so I can go way back too.
Yeah, same. My
But
dad
like
loves all old music. Old music.
yeah, like if we're just talking about like blues, I guess, but like it's not really country. It's like Leonard Skinner. Like that's the way I'm going.
Yeah,
I grew up around all that stuff, but yeah,
diversity though.
right.
That was me rolling another blunt, and I have one right here that I'm sipping.
Jeez. Finish your blunt, Petty. I'm still rolling my
I
first
know.
spliff. Petty done spent the block on the Tito's. She don't like her third blunt. Damn, Petty said, you know what? The weekends are too short. I'm getting fucked up
They
now.
They are. They are. Y'all know I come in. Friday is a heavy stream night. We probably streamed all night or till ungodly hours in the morning.
Yep.
And
It's
we
true.
wake up today and we just get a little faded and we recover on Sunday, the Lord's Day.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go to work and we chase a bag. It's sadness, but it's what we do.
It's sadness, but it's what we do. You
My
know?
weekends are my days off, so I feel that.
Real shit. But Petty, what do you think your favorite genre is?
Oh, old school hip hop for sure.
Old school hip hop.
I could fuck with some
Old school hip hop. Last night, when you see me jamming when we had the audio issue, that was me in my element.
Yeah.
That is me just vibing 9 times out of 10. Now I do have like a little NBA YoungBoy obsession, and I will have a control moment in a minute. But 9 times out of 10, that's what I'm kind of gonna vibe through my headphones if I'm just by myself.
Yeah, I feel that. The old school hip hop. My dad put me on a lot of old school hip hop, but my favorite genre will always be alternative music. I just love shit that just sounds weird. Like even a lot, you know, like I got so many songs of mine that I like, and I got really comfortable with. Like a lot of my homies, like their music is like super popular, and it's amazing because they have this formula. You know what I'm saying? Like this down pat formula, like for their music that they can, that they know. You know what I'm saying? Like what's going on with their music, and. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is fire. But for a while, it took me a long time to understand why I wasn't so comfortable because it's like my shit is alternative. So it can really be whatever it wants to be. So it's always going to fluctuate. And that's what I love about alternative music. It's always something different, even from the one artist. Like Pink Panthers, bro. When I found out about her, I was so happy. Cause her music is so fucking good. Like her shit is so diverse and like some of her like every beat, it has like the same theme, but it's so different. Like it has so many different keys and she sings differently over it every time, bro. Alternative music it's just so good. Like so good.
It's different.
It hits you different. But when I was growing up, like rock used to be like my favorite. Like basement rock, like, you know what I'm saying? Like all-time low ass niggas, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the real, like, you mean the basement bands, like, loved them. Yeah.
I have a lot of those bands.
Like what the fuck was the it was the rock band that had the Australian dude, and then it was the 3 white boys, and then one of them was Australian. Column something. One of their names was Column. 3 I can't remember what the fuck they.
No, it wasn't 303.
Nah, 303 was hard too. I used to listen to they shit heavy. Yeah. Don't even get me started. Whatever. I'll
303.
I'll bring that back.
They played Warped Tour in 2018, but
Word.
they actually did a kick-ass show too. They still played all the oldies and shit, and like it was pretty sick.
That's
I've been to
actually
Warped Tour, like,
fire.
3 times. Yeah.
That's actually fire. Yo, you know what's actually really funny? The dude from fucking, what is it? Brooklyn Nine-Nine? The head, like the dude, like, remember he was in that fucking band that was doing like, yo, I feel like I'm so old now, bro. Like,
The Lonely
Oh
Island.
my god.
yes, the
Calm
Lonely
down.
Island, bro. The Lonely Island.
My pants
Yes,
down,
bro.
He said, I feel like
Yes.
I'm so old now.
Bro, but it be hitting different when you like shit from like when I was like 12 to 14. Like that was so far away. Like it was really 10 years ago. Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Weird,
Mhm.
emo shit back in the day, like
Same.
Went on Dad, but then it was just like those like, you know, those weird like bands, like fucking, it was like Broken Side and like Abandoned All Ships, like it was like those
Yeah.
weird fucking bands like you're never gonna see ever again. Like
Mhm. I still got so many songs I used to listen to every day that I'll never be able to find again. Because the band
Me
just
too.
did like 3 songs and then like disappeared off the face of the earth.
yeah,
Like it's crazy. The band I was talking about though was 5 Seconds of Summer.
Oh
I
yeah,
used to listen to 5 Seconds of Summer a lot because they had that lovey-dovey
WWE.
boy band vibe, but they also still had that basement vibe that I was fucking with. So it was like,
That was me with
yeah,
a lot of fucking the neighborhood. Like when neighborhood first like started, no one like and Bastille.
yes,
Bastille was like probably like I was heavy into them. But when if we're
the
going way back
neighborhood,
on,
yes,
yeah.
bro,
Nigga, R.I.P. to my youth was my favorite.
Dude,
man.
that song live is oh there Jesse, the lead singer, he's just so fucking good live. I've seen him twice and the way that I seen him though was probably the best experience I've ever fucking seen him. Cause I seen him as the neighborhood and then I seen him as just him alone. Cause he did
Oh,
like some solo shit that no
That's
one really
super
knows about.
fire.
I bet
So
that
it
was
was
good.
kind of, it was sick because then I seen him like, oh, as the neighborhood, so it was kind of like a big show. Like everyone, it's the neighborhood, everyone knows them. But then just like no one knows him as Jesse. So it was just a small venue, and it's just we were all vibing. Like he played a couple of neighborhood songs too, because he has a song with French Montana. So it was just like him rapping on a song basically, but it's not neighborhood. It's like him and French Montana. So he plays it as him. And it's
Word,
it, like such amazing experience. 10 out of 10. I'll see
word.
him again.
That's
Like,
fire.
That
literally
probably was lit as all get out.
amazing.
That's fire. All right. Do you think there's a such thing as black and or white music?
No.
Same.
wanna
I
say,
agree.
I want to say not really, because we just all listen to, we're about a bunch of different ethnicities in here. We just listen to like a bunch of different varieties. Music is music.
Yeah.
And I kind of get
Right.
annoyed by that because I'm like, is there no place where we don't have to create a divide somewhere? Can it just be what it is
Yeah.
on
Right.
because I'm gonna listen to what I want to listen to, and just because that's not necessarily what you want to listen to, doesn't necessarily mean it's a white thing or a black thing. Because I know plenty of black people. Frank doesn't sound like he would listen to just cold clock a bunch of garage band rock, but he does.
Yeah. He actually does. That's funny.
Frank actually be in there jamming K-pop on the low key.
I can see it.
High key, me and Frank had a whole like era of time. We were out here like obsessed with the shit, and we lived our best lives. Two people you probably wouldn't look at, but we was out here really humming all the K-pop songs. So like,
Me.
is that a white people thing? Is that just a Korean thing? No, it's just music. It's something
It's
I
just
enjoy.
music.
It's something you
Right.
liked or you didn't.
Wholeheartedly agree. Wholeheartedly agree. And it's good that we all agree on that because that's really like, it's like it's just fucking music. Get over it.
I listen to everything. So
Yeah.
when it comes to that kind of shit, like I'm like, I don't care what you are. As long as you make good music, I'm fine with you.
As long as you make good music. And as long as the last couple days of Black History Month, I'ma say it. As long as you white and you don't say the N word, make whatever kind of music you want. I don't give a fuck.
Thank you.
I don't give a fuck. Cause I will report your song. You know how many songs I reported on YouTube because you said the N word and you were white? Oh yeah. I report that shit. Hate crime.
I feel you.
Hate crime, hate speech. If you saying the N word on Instagram and you're white, hate crime, hate speech. You know what I'm
You
saying?
thought you was slick.
You're not.
Did you?
Nope. But
Negative.
no, not at all. Not slick at all. But how much of an influence do you feel that music has on culture, period? It was, I was gonna say if this was last week, I was gonna just target it towards Black History Month, but it's just music. We're just gonna talk about just music. So how important how influential do you think music is on culture? Like as a whole.
Extremely. I mean, look at it like this. There's a song for everything. When they decided to make America, they made a song for it. They gave it a national anthem. When we decided
Very
to
true.
go marching, we made songs just for marching. Even these days, when something happens in a community, what do? We go and make a song about it. We got to go put a theme
true.
song to it to make it something. Like, something in an anime really happened when the anime character's theme music gets stopped. Like, oh, snap, he
Facts.
just stopped the main character's theme? Oh, shit, this man means business.
Yeah.
Music is that thing that just kind of brings it all together. I think it's kind of just like you can't have most things without music.
That's very true. Music is kind of the foundation of our culture as a people, no matter, you know what I'm saying, who you are, music is an influence. Very true. CSJ, you feel you want to add something on to that? Your mic is, I can't hear you at all. It's the hair on the AirPods.
Yo, shout out to the Bluetooth devices that
You
don't
know?
be connecting through the hair.
Um, yeah, I think, because as Petty says, there's fucking song for everything, and like there's albums, different kind of albums, like Nothing Nowhere just dropped Trauma Factory, so
Trauma
that
Factory. Damn.
that kind of like the first song is literally called Trauma Factory, but it's like a speech kind of thing, and at the very end, it's like human life is a trauma factory.
It's
So
true.
that's like it kind of like I don't know, and then it just kind of brings like a culture together. Like he has his own culture kind of thing. We all just like connects. Like it's weird. Like so like a lot of like I feel like a lot of different artists have that too though because like I've met everyone from different kind of artists, from different kind of people, from different cultures and stuff like that. Because depending what the artist is, too, like what culture they're from and what they want and all that stuff. So I feel like music does bring culture together, kind of thing, depending what it is, I guess. But
My bad. I was trying to get these chips together. I didn't want to fuck the mic up. But no, I definitely do agree. Music is definitely the foundation of bringing people together and of just, you know what I'm saying, just having like, music is peaceful. It brings peace for a lot of people. Like Petty said, there's a song for everything. So it's definitely a reason for people to unite over music because there's a song for literally everything. So do you think that rap and drill music is harmful, like as a whole to society?
depending what rap it is.
So like, do you think drill music would be like negatively impactful?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, look at those Toronto rappers and stuff, and
Exactly.
then you want to compare them to like Chicago.
Mhm.
Like it's like I feel like there's a lot of influence on rap, depending what it is though. Like if it's like gangster rap or like gang rap or like I know I'm just rapping about drugs and girls and want to be sad or because
So
there's
you
all different kinds of rap and I don't know.
so you think
I
I
life
feel
feel
like
like
influences like the rap more than the other way around?
Well,
right.
and I think that's been the story of hip hop. Like, I'm an old school hip hop fan, and one thing I've always noticed about it throughout its time is, rap is like video games. People quick to point the finger at it and go, "You're the reason. You're the reason. You're the reason people do things."
Yeah.
And it's like we listen to rap music and we play video games. Did any of that entice us to go out there and live a life that we wasn't supposed to live? I know people that's the life they live.
Yeah.
That's what they want to hear because that's what they got to get up in the morning and they got to go do every day. Like that's the hardship of it is like they get up every day and just like we say, it's a song to fit every situation. That is their situation. They can't. That's what they getting up to listen to because that's what they get up and they got to do to support their families and to keep their lives going. That's what it is. For some of them, and at a certain extent, it does get to that point where they always take it too far and they make it a lot for cloud and that shit is kind of toxic. But for the vast majority of it, to say that like drill, I think in itself, there's somebody waking up who's got to live that type of lifestyle every day. That's
Right.
what he want to hear. That's what he got to listen to motivate himself to survive that day. And that's kind of just always been the story of hip hop because it's showing not just the good, it's showing the ugly, it's showing the glamorous. But a lot of times, the reason we get so mad at those lyrics is because that's the really ugly side of life that people are having to live.
That's very true. You don't think that like even the rappers would benefit from putting out something more peaceful? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't feel like maybe if they were putting out something more positive that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, they could bring something more positive for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, speaking so much, because I love drill music. As somebody who is from, like, because I'm from Philly, drill music is like has become like a big part of our culture. People are dying every day, and rapping about it, like people kill people now and rap about it the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the rappers I follow live that type of lifestyle where they do things and you see them do it and they do it on their Instagram, and then next thing you know they're rapping about it in a song. You're like, oh well, you're not lying about that because I saw you do it on Instagram. And it's like, well, maybe if they didn't have so much negative things to listen to, they would think, okay, maybe I should do something different. And maybe I should think about something more positive and put out something more positive. You don't think maybe that would, kind of benefit it more?
Oh yeah, that's definitely the more beneficial route. That's the adult route. That's the higher thinking route. That's what we want them to do, but is that what they're gonna do? And that's the problem. Is
Exactly. The reality.
like you said, you from that life. You know, when you was waking up in the morning, the last thing you was trying to hear was anybody telling you anything when your life is the one you risking every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
Absolutely.
that's kind of the thing is you gotta. How do we break that cycle? How do we get them out of having to live life that way? And then we change the scope of music that we can have them putting out. But for right now, the young guy who's got to get up and put his strap on and go outside every day, he don't give a fuck.
Yeah, because that's what he has to do already.
And that's what he got to do.
Yeah.
In his mind, you wouldn't understand because he got to. You don't have to walk his block every day.
Yeah,
You don't
exactly.
have to. You have to look over your shoulder every day. That's what he got to do to stay on guard. And he said, "Hey, when I don't have to do this, then that's when things change." So it's like as a systematic thing, how do we change that?
Yeah.
How do we get to the point where we have people who are literally having to have whole war zones in their backyard to survive every day?
How do we fix that systematically? Absolutely. I agree. Damn. Yeah, it's hard, man, because you got to fix it within the community. You got to make sure it's everybody's on the same page type of thing. And that's where it's hard because often most people are not on the same page. Most people are thinking something completely different. So it's hard to navigate that in a way that everybody would benefit in a positive way because there's always somebody thinking, well, everything is bad. And it's like, okay, but we're thinking the positive. And it's like,
Exactly.
yeah. So how often do you guys see homophobia and transphobia within like the music industry?
A lot.
Extreme
There's
amount.
a lot.
You want to speak to that?
Well, like, there's a lot of different genres. I don't know how to explain it. Like, like, Testosterone has that one song. It's like, like, he says he beats up dykes and shit. But everyone's still, like, beat that now or repeat, obviously. But,
Yeah.
like, but what I'm saying is there's a lot of, like, SoundCloud rappers that sing that kind of stuff. There is that dark rap.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I don't know how to explain it. For me, because obviously for LGBT, so it's just, like, I feel like, yeah, I think that's, like, cool to say, but, like, it's not obviously fucking cool to
Yeah.
say. Like, the song's fire, but it's just, like, why would you say that? Like,
And it's so widely promoted. Yeah.
like, you could have said something else, like,
Exactly.
the song is still fire, but, like, it's just, like, whatever kind of thing. But there is a lot, like,
Mm-hmm.
Well, even
But,
as a
like-
straight individual, I kind of like to think like, at what point, why does that have to even be relevant?
Fact.
Like, what relevancy did that bring to the bar?
Exactly.
literally, like,
What did that bring to the table?
right, because some people are gonna like straight people are gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna fight dark, like, ooh, like,
Yeah, how is that
like,
up your caliber? So, sir, you're telling me you like to go out here and willfully beat on women? Why?
Right.
That's what I took from that. Why did we need to insert
that's a
that? Did he
lot.
have a charge for that?
right, yeah, he did. But,
Mhm.
like, and there's a lot of rappers that do that. Like,
Yes.
they
Just
don't,
negatively
like,
promote that.
Right, like, it's crazy, like,
And that's why it's so accepted. Cause throw a rock, you hit 5 niggas talking about beating up women. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
It's
like,
crazy.
From a sensible standpoint, how does that make you tough? How does
Exactly.
that make you hard? Like, I want to
How?
know. How did beating on women make you tough? Like, when did that become a marker for your toughness?
When? When was it like, okay, you can beat up babies and you're not tough. You beat up kids and you're kind of tough. You beat up women, you're tough. You beat up men, you're toughish. Like, wait, you know, like what
Like,
kind of
that
scale are
when
we? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of scale it sounds like. It sounds like you also beat up babies and kids if you're willing to beat up women. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like what won't you do? You know what I'm saying? Like it's still a woman at the
literally,
end of the
what
day.
won't you do?
You know what I'm saying? And it's so homophobia and transphobia is so normal because people are so many people are homophobic and transphobic that it's hard for them to see that they're being homophobic or transphobic. Like it's hard for them to go, okay, saying that I would beat up this type of person isn't weird. You know what I'm saying? Like they think it's normal, and it's like because
Right.
they've heard so many people before them say, like, yeah, I would beat up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. It's so normalized. It's like everybody would say it and not understand like how bad it is. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, X had millions of people saying that they would beat up a dyke, not knowing like, you know what I'm saying? Like there might be a dyke living on your block. You know what I'm saying? Like how does she feel about that? You know, like shit like that. It's just whack.
Literally whack. And it's like the incident with the baby and shit at Rolling Loud, and he made that homophobic comment or whatever. I don't know what he said, honestly, but I remember everyone was trying to cancel him, and no one wanted him at the festivals and
Bro.
nothing. This is what he said at Rolling Loud. Like,
He said if to all my gay fans, if you don't got AIDS and you don't got HIV, stand up. What are you
Why?
talking about? Why? What are you talking about?
But why though?
What are you talking about?
What was the need for that?
What was the
How
need?
did we
What was
get
the
here?
need?
Why did we even come here?
literally, like,
Like,
that's fucking, like, a lot of fucking weird shit, man. And the music industry, like,
it's so much weird shit. And, like, it's so normalized. It's hard to, like, it's hard to combat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to combat when somebody says something like that because how do you educate how do you educate the hundreds of thousands of people laughing at jokes like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I used to every day have to tell 10 people, yo, stop saying this is gay, because when you say this is gay, you like, I got tired of giving people that spiel. Like I got tired of saying, okay, when you say this is gay, it gives it a negative appeal, negative viewpoint, because when you say for example, camping is gay, it makes people think, okay, well, gay is bad because camping is bad. Like it gives it that fucking rationality when you say that something is gay, because you're making it seem like being gay is bad. And I was telling like 10 people a day that, and I'm like, bro, like how much common sense do you people lack exactly? Like how much? It's not really that hard of a concept. It's really not. The same way if you call somebody a hard ER, you're making it seem like being black is a negative, because you're calling me the hard ER. You don't even know what I look like. I could be white, I could be Asian, I could be Hispanic. You just saying the hard ER, like
We talk about that all the time. Like, why
all
do
the
y'all?
time.
You're quick as all get out. Knock my monitor.
N-word,
over 'cause
N-word,
I got so
N-word.
upset. Like, yo, what?
Like, bruh,
You don't know. I haven't even said anything yet.
I didn't even say anything. I said nothing yet. And it's crazy because it's all normalized. It's all normalized. So, so I guess I'll ask you both this question individually, but phrase it differently, okay? So, CSJ, do you think that female rappers are harder to listen to in terms of like sexual subject matter?
yeah, I don't really like a lot of female rappers. Depending who it is, I guess. But, like, I literally don't know a lot. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm more of, like, if they're, like, in a band or
Yeah.
like, but like with rappers,
It's hard. Yeah.
some of them are good. I'm not saying they aren't, but like I don't have any intention to them.
Yeah. It's hard for me to listen to too. Cause it's
Because
like
like
I don't want to hear.
it's just
I don't want to hear about you sucking dick. I'm just gonna say it. I don't want to hear about that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll listen. And there's that one like weird TikTok song. It's like Literal Legend or whatever, or I don't know. It's this actual one song that's going around right now. It's like something about damn sorry I blew you off. I was doing something with Microsoft. I don't know, and I just was like hooked
something with
onto it.
Microsoft. I don't know.
Yeah, I was
Hey,
like
what do we do?
hooked onto it. Like yo, the beat's sick. Like as long as the beat's sick, and I don't care about the lyrics sometimes. But if
Yeah.
the lyrics are kind of fire, and I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
facts.
I'll give it to you, you know. But it's just like one of those like stupid like TikTok songs you would hear, and it's just like, oh, this is kind of fire. Like,
Yeah.
but like when it comes to that, like Doja Cat and like all those weird, I don't know, like fucking Press's girlfriend, whatever, I don't know her name, Cor or whatever that.
Oh,
Coy
Coil Ray.
Ray. Oh my
Coil
God. He loves not Presh being in love with Coy Ray.
No,
Presh
no,
was
no,
like,
no. She said Pressa.
No.
Pressa. It's a
oh,
rapper.
okay.
It's a
Okay,
Toronto
I was
rapper.
like, I thought she said Presh. I was like, oh, Pressure, we gotta talk.
Me, I thought she said that too. Nah, but yeah, like the subject matter that female, like if a female, like it's hard for me to listen to female rappers because I genuinely do not want to hear about sucking dick and like you were getting it from the back and like this that like I can't put myself in those shoes to hear that, so I have a hard time
Right.
listening to female
It
rappers.
wasn't for you. It wasn't for you. We know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But that's
Yeah,
why.
listen,
Yeah, but I be feeling bad for that on the same token because I listen to so many more male rappers because like not mostly for the fact that I can relate to the subject matter. You know what I'm saying? Like I can put myself in your shoes. You talking about getting bitches? Hey, bro, the same. Like that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like I can put myself in those shoes quicker than I can female rapper shoes. But so many female rappers have such immense potential. Sometimes I find myself kind of frustrated that you know what I'm saying? Like I can't just sit there and like and just like hear that and be fine with it. Sometimes I'm just like sometimes I listen to the City Girls and like I love the City Girls personally. I love the City Girls.
I love the City Girls.
But then they start talking of like it gets to your whole verse was talking about the quality of which your dick suck was. You kind of lose me because now we're talking about 8 bars on how you swirled your tongue and I'm feeling like this is getting too explicit for me. This is not what I do. So I'm lost now. You know what I'm saying? Like
has nothing to do with me.
Goodbye.
it's hard, bro. It's hard. Yeah. So I guess on that token, Petty, do you think it's like does that not bother you in terms of male music? Like do male rappers like it's like whatever do you like? It's just music.
I think I'm a unique individual in that I grew up hanging with the boys. So in a sense of I can be one of the boys and kick it with the boys. And I look, me and my homegirl, and maybe then I'm not even just unique because my homegirl is the girliest as they come, and she's the same way. She gonna pull up, and I just sent her a TikTok about how it says some of you girls is too thuggy. You know, she gonna pull up and she's got drill playing. She's going to her hair salon job in her Kia, but she's got drill music busting out the bandos like trapping hard. It does. We love it. We're not offended by it. In a sense, we get motivated by it. In that same sense, so we gonna throw Megan on, and we just as motivated about them 40 bars about how your throat game was so nice. Cause you know what? Damn it, it's me. It's me. I'm out here scheming. Yes, I'll take his wallet. Yes, when we plan our girls' nights out, we like yes, bitch, we're finna step. Like yes, that's us. I think it just like you said, where is your standpoint on it and like what's your comfortability wise? And because not a lot of girls are like us that are gonna play both sides of it. And not gonna vibe with both sides of it. They're gonna be like, oh wow, what was it?
Yeah.
Throw Baby was a song where he basically talked about that's what he wanted from the girl, and she came in and then she was like gave her bars on it, and she was like, yeah, that's what I'm doing. That was probably the one song that really pushed me, and I was like, I guess maybe I just wasn't prepared for y'all to both do it together.
Yeah, that song lost me. I did not like that song. I couldn't listen to that song.
Like, actually, like, oh gosh, I hated it. I hated that song. I was like,
I heard a little snippet and was like, I'll never hear
yeah, no,
this.
they took it to the extremes for no reason, and I think maybe that's what it was. Is at that point when we're just going to the extremes, like I didn't really like WAP, because I felt like that was a song that went to the
Too
extremes for
much.
no reason.
Too much for me, too.
It's one thing for you to just be talking about how you're being an independent woman, and this is how you gonna step as an individual who playing dudes the same way they be trying to play girls out here. That's one way for you to talk. It's another thing when you're out here just like excessively talking about yourself to a point of this is all you are.
Yeah.
That's when it starts getting to the point where it's like, all right, I could have dealt without this one.
Right, I
I
could
could
have. I could have not. Quite frankly. Yeah.
That's like Cardi B. Like, also, don't book Cardi B anywhere for one, because that woman's gonna show up fucking 40 minutes late for her set, and only can play 10 minutes for her set, and then her mic gets cut off. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh no, not the mic cut, no.
This festival that I went to, it's based in Toronto or whatever. It's called Velt, and it's like a hip hop and EDM festival. So there's like mixture of rappers and stuff like that. Amigos was late too for that was 2018.
Everybody was late.
They
Yeah,
probably
right.
was in the back
So-
smoking mocap.
So
Facts.
They probably were there on time and just smoking in the back the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
right, so fucking yeah. So Cardi B just shows up 40 minutes late because she was supposed to close Velt, and yeah, but then Drake obviously does this like OVO festival thing.
Drake.
But she shows
Ray.
up on time for that festival. But she couldn't show up on time for Val. I get it that she was probably flying or whatever, and she didn't have her but like,
Yeah, she
I
said
had
no
to,
exclusive.
all my friends were pissed, so they're like, yeah, we're leaving. And I was like, oh fuck, there's a good DJ playing, and I want to stay for the DJ. So that's why I was like, that's why some female artists, I feel like they are entitled to be late. My mom, when she was alive at the time, I told her about this before she like passed away. She was like, well, obviously she's gonna show up late. Like, she has to. Like, it's Cardi B. Like, I was like, okay, mom. Like,
But she
just
does.
'cause Cardi B, I get it, but like, I was just like, a lot of people were pissed that night because they all wanted to see Cardi B.
What
So
she
when
said.
you're professional, you got to be professional about your job, you know?
Yeah.
Right,
Even if you're Cardi B.
right.
Even if you're Cardi B, you have to be professional.
I mean, look, I'm notoriously late to everything. I'm always late to the
Yeah.
podcast. Late to stream. Late to the game.
We
Like,
about a
we're
week
just
late
talking
to the
about it.
podcast.
You
Yeah,
know?
but we're not Cardi B. It's fine.
Ray, nobody pay for
And
this.
we apologize immensely. We're like, oh man, our bad, our bad.
You know?
I know we be smoking.
Right. So, on the same topic of female rappers, why do you think that female rappers, female rappers, chat, no matter what you think you heard, I said female rappers. I heard a lot of different things, so just to clear that up. Female rappers, you know what I'm saying? Why do you think that they get compared to each other so often? I love y'all
like
like
it's
racking
selective.
y'all brain. Like y'all were both like,
Yeah,
I
but
feel
no,
like-
because it's good.
No, I feel like 'cause some girls think they're obviously better than others, but like if you want to go back, like look at fucking Christina Aguilera, Lil Kim, they did that one song back in the day, and Maya and that was it Pink, I think.
mm-hmm.
That lady, like, a lot of female and pop artists get together, but like then there's some that just like hate each other and have like this hatred, so they're like, oh, I'm gonna make a better song than this female, like.
Y'all can be working
artist,
together.
and, right, like there's ways that you could have like worked together. 'Cause, like if you look back, there is collabs of different female artists, like, and I will say like if we're gonna go way back, like I do like old female rappers. Like, obviously, some of them are dead. What's that girl's name? Alea, I don't know. My mom used to
You said
like One in a
Alea?
Million. Yeah,
Oh, Aaliyah.
Alea?
yeah.
I know you.
Yeah, you know,
Well,
These moments I remember you're Canadian.
well,
right.
and
And then like you got TLC and
Mhm.
Destiny's Child and stuff like that. So I feel
well,
like
and
a lot
back in
of
those days, they were more diverse with their rapping too. It was common
right.
to see different forms. Like there was Missy Elliott. She was like a whole entity unto
Yep.
herself. You got Queen Latifah. She
I
was doing
love
something.
Missy
Mary J.
Elliott.
Blige was rapping a little bit. Like they all did something a little bit different. You had your
Mhm.
salt and your pepper, and you had you. Like
Sierra.
it was common. Now it's like they're stuck on this one formula. And
Yeah.
it's like I know a lot of common like new day female rappers that probably should be more popular than they are. Like No Name Gypsy was fucking fantastic. I loved her.
You
I
said
feel
no
like
name, right?
yeah, No Name Gypsy. I loved her. I love her. Like, and I'm just like always like asking myself like, why is she not better? Like, why is she not up there like in a higher sphere? Instead, you just have it's like, oh, everyone wants to be JT. Everybody want to be Megan. Everyone want to be Cardi. Everybody
And
want to
that's
be Nicki.
why.
Everybody want to be Lil Kim. I don't know when Lil Kim and Trina took over the game, and that's all they want to be now.
Mary J.
Like,
Blige.
what year is it?
There's
Like,
Gosh, I love Lil Kim. Don't get me wrong.
I do too.
me
But
too.
when the last time Lil Kim put out a song?
Shit.
Years ago. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's some female rappers that are just like that have that title, you know.
Yeah.
Like Lil Kim doesn't really need to pull it.
Mhm.
She's just Lil Kim. She's still gonna pop out for anyone, kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Very true.
it's from-
So, for one of our last questions, why do you think that? Excuse me. Not why do you think that? Do you think that music can be a form of therapy?
yeah. I mean, nothing nowhere. But like, I have a lot of underground people that sing about different kind of stuff. There's like Fatsy. There's like Nothing Nowhere. 93 Feet of Smoke. But uh, a lot. I listen to like a lot of punk bands too. Obviously, Midwest kind of stuff. So it's like emo, woo, and sad.
Woo.
Ooh, like I listen to Neck Deep and Real Friends, ooh, it's fucking all these other bands, like, but they do help me, and going to concerts and stuff really helps me for many reasons. I love listening to live music better than just having like, I rather just see them live.
Yeah,
Like
same.
sometimes I can meet some of the artists too, so it's kind of cool and it's like amazing experience to go and meet other artists and like actually hang out with them and stuff like that. I've met a couple
Yeah.
bands that I've listened to. I've met who did I meet? I've been to Warp Tour, so I met like a couple
Word.
different other bands from there. But like I've been to shows like for free and stuff like that. Like
Word.
93 feet of smoke. He's like a really underground, so it was only like a couple, like probably like 30, 40 people there, kind of thing. But it was so cool that like we all could chill, and it was like we all weren't. There was nothing. There was no bad stuff going on. Like
It's
I've
more
been to a
comfortable.
lot of right. Like it was like comfortable. Like no one was like I didn't have a bad experience because I've been to a couple shows where I've had bad experience where I didn't even like I just left the show kind of thing. Like I didn't even care. But like sometimes like I go to shows like I used to go to shows like hungover. I don't drink anymore now, but when I did drink, but I remember I went to this one show and I was just like I like to videotape, obviously. Like I'm a person that likes memories and stuff. Like
Yeah.
I like to
Normal.
videotape like every story. Yeah, like every normal person does. Someone behind me made a comment and I kind of got mad, but I didn't like go. Just like oh, fuck you kind of thing. Like I was just like I can I'm allowed to videotape. but
Like, what the
it's not a
fuck?
crime.
Like,
If the artist says, okay, don't videotape this song, I'm not gonna videotape the song. I'm gonna enjoy the song and jam the fuck out. But like some artists don't really care. Like they literally don't care.
record. Like, that's what you're supposed to do.
Like I literally recorded like that whole 93 Feet of Smoke show. And I have videos of everyone just like coming on to like right into my camp. It was the most lit show ever. Everyone was just we were just everywhere kind of
Having a
thing.
great time, yeah.
Right. And then like it was just like it's like I'm seeing a band. I was like I'm allowed to videotape the band if I want to. And then she's like,
Like,
you can you like move? And I'm like, you can move.
like,
Stand
bitch,
there.
are you fucking
excuse me?
dumb?
First of all,
right? Like, first of all, you're taller than me, so I should be in the front.
Like,
Second of all, if you don't like where you are, maybe move and your problem is fucking solved. Like, I wasn't being rude either, and wasn't like, ooh, it's like literally like this.
like, bitch, that's all it
Oh,
takes.
you're
It's my
kids.
therapy, alright? I can videotape it, so when I have this, when I'm sad, I can look at those memories, alright? That's why I
Yeah.
have this video. So you can't tell me what to do.
Nah, exactly.
yeah.
Said, bitch, try again.
I just realized, did you get rid of your mechanical grinder?
It's not gone. I just haven't been feeling like using it.
Uh,
Oh, because we didn't have no bowls, so I had to give up my weed bowl for food. So that's usually what I was
Ah.
grinding it up with. So I stopped using that. I just started
Ah.
using the big grinder I have. Yeah.
I didn't see you like breaking down weed. I was like,
Oh no, I was breaking down
you know,
weed, Petty. Come on now. Not with these hands. I have a grinder. I have a huge grinder. I just grind most of the weed and then just roll throughout the night. Come on, not with these hands. No.
my gosh, it's being too good to use a grinder for me.
Not with these hands, chat. No. Oh man. But yeah, no, I agree with you, CSJ. Music is definitely my therapy as well in terms of not even making it, but just listening to music in general is everything for me. Like if I'm like Izzy tells me like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how she knows like what my mood is. Like if I'm listening to like some hard like most days now, like if I'm listening to like some like if I just throw on the whole Nirvana album, the one with Something in the Way on it, I like she knows I'm in a bad mood. Cause I'm just gonna sit there and listen to the whole album through. I'm just gonna sit there in a bad mood, just listen, like I'm upset. You know what I'm saying? If I throw on my little drill music, my regular playlist, my little, you know what I mean, bop music, she knows I'm in a good mood. Because music is really like a therapy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whenever I listen to Nirvana, it feels like, it helps me get through that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I listen to it, I go through that frustration, that anger, however I'm feeling throughout the day, and I just let that shit go. Like, music is definitely, like, I feel like the most natural form of therapy, like, there is. Like, even when I'm, like, feeling like, damn, like, I don't got no weed, I'm mad. Music, boom. All right, I feel better. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is, like, it's perfect. Definitely a form of therapy. Petty, how you
That's
feeling?
why
No, CSJ, my bad.
Sorry, I listen to a lot of metal for that reason too. I was gonna add that because
I used to listen to so
heavy
much metal.
metal, like I still listen to that to this day, like Knock Loose and all that stuff. Yeah, I can go on, but Petty,
That's lit.
you can start talking.
No, I was asking if you had anything to add on, Petty. We all high
Oh,
now.
yeah.
I can see it in all of our faces.
The Tino does it. I was just vibing, enjoying your vibes. I was like, yeah, all right. 'Cause
Petty
like you
is
said, it's a song for everything you're going through. It's a song for not having weed. Like it's a song for every situation. Yeah, Frederick's like you. Depending on how my mood is, you know what song I done put on that first in the morning. He's like, oh, okay, all right, I already know what I'm in for today. Like, yep.
Yeah. Bro, shit. It's easy. Music is that much of a therapy. It's really therapeutic. You know what I'm saying? It really gives me those euphoric feelings that we talked about last time. Like music is definitely a form of euphoria for me, like for sure. It's quite amazing. I love every second of it. But chat, you are all amazing. As y'all notice, I did not really do too much of the reading of the chat. just something new I was trying. I don't really like it. I prefer to read the chat during. So next week we will be going back to reading the chat. But I wanted to see if it would be a little bit more digestible. You know what I'm saying? But, I like reading the chat better. So next week we will be back to reading the chat aloud for you guys as opposed to me just responding in the chat. But thank you guys so much. Episode 5 is now complete. So you know what that means. We're going to say goodbye to Petty Pistol Papa and CSJX. Well, Petty, you running some games, yeah?
Yeah, I'm probably running some games before we go to the bowling alley. Fred went to go visit his grandfather, so.
Surprise stream for me. Woo-hoo.
Boom.
There we go.
Boom. So we're going to give both of these beautiful people a shout out so that way you guys can go check them out and see what they are getting into. And I am going to switch over to some Call of Duty.
Oh, let's do it. I love it. My Call of Duty clip. Alrighty, let's make some more.
Boom. You guys are all amazing. Thank you guys so much for coming. Until next week, guys. Thank you guys so much.